What's up, guys? I'm Shelly, and I want to welcome you to the seventh episode of the BunnyPooPod, the show which is a podcast because all of us are too ugly to be there on YouTube. So, Bunny, we have a guest today.
How dare you call me ugly? How dare?
I mean, I bet self-conscious. I mean, if people would see our faces, they would immediately kill themselves because they'll never be as good looking as you.
So, guys, what's up and how are you all? Hope you're doing well because
You should
we,
know that they can't answer you.
I know that. I hope you're well because I wasn't well for a few days and hence we couldn't bring out episodes. And now that I'm feeling better, we have a special guest with us and he is Roy. Roy, how are you feeling being a guest in our show?
Oh my God, I'm so honored to be here. Like, I can't even believe I'm here right now. I
Is
mean,
that
not
sarcasm that
figuratively,
I
but
hear?
still. No, I mean, like, speaking to my two idols in this podcast industry.
That's right, guys. The Bunny Poo Pod. What we lack in quality, we make up for in quantity. So, why don't you tell Roy what do we do here? What is this podcast about?
So
This is the greatest thing ever to exist. I mean, you can check
no
the
doubt
previous
about
six
that.
episodes.
No doubt.
Roy
Like,
is
we
a
talk about
frequent
real
listener.
shit, like real shit, what happens around the world.
We only talk about rabbit shit.
No real shit.
So, anyway, so what
Wait,
is
are we talking about real shit now?
no? We
Because
talk
I
about
know a
rabbit
doctor.
shit.
Okay. So, Bunny, do you have an article for us?
I do. So, the article is that UK woman raises 45 lakhs in donation after faking cancer and then buys football tickets. So then she gets caught and gets jailed.
Oh, no.
I
Roy, what do
mean,
you think
for
about this?
football tickets, I mean, did she go to watch a football match with that money?
Yeah, so I'll read it further for a better understanding for you guys. A UK woman
Wait,
has
wait,
been
wait.
jailed.
Wait. Before you read it further, let me just tell what everyone's thinking. Whether what she did was right or wrong completely depends on which football team she was supporting.
Ah, facts, mate, facts.
So,
Okay, go on. Tell us.
so a UK woman has been jailed for over 2 years for faking ovarian cancer and cheating people of money. The 42-year-old GoFundMe page garnered more than 45,000 euros in donation from over 600 people. She used the money to pay off her debts and buy a ticket of 3.6 lakh luxury box to watch a football match.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I would say worth it. Like, if she went to watch a football match, man, I mean, like, some things are worth doing.
I
Yeah, I
know.
imagine had she gone to watch race three.
I never thought that
Ah,
speaking some things like that would like this doesn't happen in India. In India, if you say, Dude, I have cancer," people will not donate you money. Like
People will say, "Sir, गुटखा कम चबाना था ना."
no, no, like
dude,
because
good
we
for
know that it's
Mukesh.
not transferable.
गुटखा मुकेश. R.I.P.
Have
Mukesh,
you not
man.
seen the sad plight of Gutka Mukesh, man? You don't have a heart. How can you not donate?
Yeah, but Mukesh is already dead. No, I would have given him money if he was alive.
Mukesh.
Lost cause.
Wasn't he an actor?
I have no
No, I.
idea.
Oh shit, dude! Like how weird it would be. So, dude, Mr. Mukesh, we know that you're going to die of cancer. We thought we'll use it.
No,
You'll
no,
be.
he was an actor. He was acting like a cancer patient.
No. I know it's true because the guy after that said we sold two bangles, and no matter how bad or good an actor you are, no one can look that sad over two bangles to save someone's life. No one can write or script that shit, man. That was definitely real.
Have you seen Indian shows?
You make a good point.
So, but the best point was what she did, yeah. Come on, like she
Yeah, but like,
faked
whom did she cheat?
cancer.
If she cheated rich people, then it's fine.
No, GoFundMe is like it's
Yeah,
like this
everyone
Oh,
is
dystopian.
she
welcome.
funded through GoFundMe,
Yeah,
the pages where you raise money, like everyone can donate money and stuff. Those
yeah,
sites.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no.
So people
So
from all
someone
over
with
the
real
world can
cancer
pray.
probably died.
Yeah, and
Yeah, that's
yeah,
shitty,
with real cancer could have got the money. Instead, she got the money. What about that?
And now she's just a bitch. That's a bitch
man.
move. She saw a system and she exploited it.
Guys, wait. Okay, pause. यार तुमने खून को नाम है
Yeah.
कौन? माँ?
I'm not editing this out. I'm keeping this.
Definitely.
She rather could have become just, picked up a sugar daddy and she would have got much more money. But
Sugar daddy at
Bunny, she's
42.
42 years
Oh
old.
my.
That would be a sugar grandpa. Dude, but it's such a dystopian thing, right? That like whoever's story is the saddest gets the most money. It's like a reality show.
It's all about marketing,
Oh,
dude. It's all about how you market your sadness, your happiness, whatever you're trying to
that's
say.
a, that's also the same shit they actually do on real reality shows like Indian Idol. Look at this guy, he can't sing that well, but he's poor, so let's feel bad for him.
yeah, actually, you're right, Shelly, that Indian reality shows, or not just Indian reality shows, all the reality shows, they kind of start with a background story, like where is that person coming from, so that even if he sings good or not, you should feel pity for him. And it
That's how you
thrives on
vote.
pittiness.
They have to make characters out of people. No, it's like a TV show.
Exactly.
I've got some news that kind of follows up with this. So, guys, check this out. Being a rickshaw driver's child, I didn't get to attend school. Miss India runner-up says. So the scene is that Miss India was declared like yesterday, I think, and the runner-up, the girl who came second, was the daughter of a rickshaw driver's child. I mean, the daughter of a rickshaw driver's child. She was the rickshaw driver's child. So even before we start off with the article, let me be the first one to say that if she was competing for Miss India, she already had an unfair advantage. Obviously, her family didn't have enough to eat, so obviously she was skinny enough to go for Miss India. I mean,
Fair enough.
Roy, what do you think about this?
Hmm. Yeah, it's completely fair enough. Like, no one from the streets can just go and compete in Miss India, right?
Anyone can, if you're hot
Yeah.
enough.
I mean, the competition was Miss India, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like no one can go and directly compete in Miss India. Like, you have to do certain things now. Like, you have to prepare and like you have to have practice sessions and all those things. Like,
Yeah.
who's gonna pay for all those? Like, it's not enough to be just beautiful and sexy to win in Miss India.
We totally agree, but then the think about this, right? Obviously, if she was competing for Miss India, for before you do that, they a lot of people they do modeling hustles. First of all, I think maybe I'm assuming that she was doing some sort of modeling hustles or photo shoots, collaborating with photographers, where she was earning her side income,
Really?
and yeah.
Yeah, you have to do all
So
the.
you
I
have
thought you
to,
just have to sleep with the judge and whoever gives the best blowjob wins.
yeah, that happens, but that you win by doing that. But you have to compete. You have to like make your portfolio and stuff and do so many.
Why do you know
If
so
you
much
want,
about this?
dude, everyone knows this shit. Come on.
Okay, check this out. So what she says is, I've spent numerous nights without food and sleep. See, without food. No, that's the advantage I was talking about.
Yeah, so
That's
she never
that's
got to
basically
become
intermittent
fat.
fasting for free. Yeah. So she says, being a rickshaw driver's daughter, I never had the opportunity to attend school as I had to start working in my teens. I became a dishwasher in the evening and worked at a call center at night. Wait a second, what kind
Oh,
of call center this is where you can just join without attending school?
Call centers with degrees?
What the
I
fuck? You can join a call center without going to school?
I think
Yeah,
so. I think you just have to be good at the
I
language
know
you
people who
speak.
worked in call centers without going to school.
Dude, her being the Miss India runner-up is like the least of the most interesting things about her. She must have like one of those fake American accents, right? Ah, my name is Jessica.
Riksha
How is
puller's
tonight?
Riksha puller's daughter learns fake American accent. Dude,
Oh,
that's so
that's the
wild.
real news.
Probably while driving.
Okay, where is she from? Is she from South Delhi or something?
नहीं यार South Delhi में there are no rickshaw pullers living there because it's like extremely. Oh, she's from UP. Huh.
Oh,
What's going on here? What was her talent around spitting gutka? Is this Mukesh's sister? Bunny, what do you feel about this being a female almost?
yeah, your perspective is important in this.
I mean, good for her, she won, but I'm feeling a little sad.
Because
Why?
you didn't win?
Because come on, I also wash dishes. Sometimes I also don't get sleep at night, and also like I also did not want to study, yet I didn't get into Miss India.
She's living the life. She doesn't have to go to school. She's getting to
Exactly.
diet without struggling with it. And she's getting to become the Miss India runner-up. Dude, she's like, and she's got a fake American accent, probably.
Yeah, or
Dude,
probably
what
the
the-
Hindi accent, the Haryanvi accent. They
why
used
would she's from UP?
No, in all call centers that work in India, they have like Hindi and English. So they can talk in Hindi also. So you can just be good in Hindi and Hindi calls will be diverted to you.
Why do you say
Maybe
Haryanvi
she has
accent?
a very good Hindi accent. Ever thought about that?
Yeah, I
What is
mean,
a Hindi accent, bro?
I don't know. Hindi people should know. You should know.
there are no Hindi people, Hindi speaking people.
Oh, acha, Hindi
Oh
speaking
wow, they
people.
can be Bengali people, they can be Tamil people, but then you have to be Hindi speaking people.
I've never heard as Hindi people. I've heard of that Hindu people, not Hindi people. Yeah.
Now you're confusing a language with a religion. Dude, what the fuck is going on over here? Roy, let's move on with you. Do you have a story with for us?
Oh yeah, yeah. Hang on. Yeah. Um. Yeah, I have a news. This news is about the model state of India, the best
Oh.
state.
Hmm.
Here's the headline: Kerala tuition center turns into COVID super spreader.
Kerala.
Ah.
Kerala tuition center, tuition like
Yeah.
a private tuition center, turns into COVID super spreader.
Oh.
And how many elephants died in this situation?
It doesn't say over here. Dude, remember early on when COVID was like spreading all over India, Kerala had like the least number of cases, and they were all like hyping it up, like, look at the Kerala model, look at the Kerala model.
Oh
Their
yeah.
scene is
But
so
now we're looking
bad
at the
now,
UP
dude.
model.
Like, look, their scene is very bad now. Like, their corona numbers are very high now.
Same thing, no. We got our COVIDs done early, and now we're getting better. Or these fuckers are making a scene out of it. So how important is it for you to teach your kids? I get it. You have a good literacy. Doesn't mean you'll kill your grandparents for it.
Oh, 100% literacy state. Like, Kerala is the most literate state or something, right?
Yeah.
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 Education
Good.
As
They
anyone.
deserve
fucking
it.
education fucking people.
Yeah. South Indians deserve it. Not
Oh
all South Indians.
my god. If you're South Indian and you have listened to it, do write to us. We are also mad at him. You can also be mad at him. We'll scream out all the written
Yeah, I
abuse.
said not all
In
South Indians. Some.
No elephants were harmed during the recording of this podcast. Bunny, what do you feel about this? Like all the schooling and all going on during COVID.
I mean, right now, if the school isn't there, they're not decreasing really the fees. So it kind of is not great, but it's important that the school isn't there to keep ourselves safe and everything. And also, like, let's just face it, a lot of us have been, we are really happy. We don't want to admit it, because when we admitted that we are happy that the colleges and the schools are closed and we are able to stay at home and do like podcast and have nothing to do and sleep whole hours, like a lot of people don't really appreciate that, and they don't want to say it out because they will like they'll be judged. But the truth is, I'm actually enjoying COVID.
Mm-hmm. That's true. That's right. I mean, unless you know someone, unless you felt sick on someone you know felt sick. For
Oh,
everyone else, it's been kind
oh,
of a vacation.
oh, guys, don't think I'm heartless, but I already know people like I know many of my friends have got COVID. Many of my friends' friends and friends, what parents have got COVID, and I mean it's all sad and all, but for me it wasn't so much. So when I think of the smaller picture in terms of my space, it has been good, and I have not been in my space. So
Roy, what's your take?
Yeah, I mean, I know many people who have had COVID, but like no one died uh, in my circle, in the people I know. So it's not kind of sad. It's like it's okay. They are healing up. And regarding schools,
Um,
like they should not have schools now, no? Like schools or private tuitions shouldn't run where the situation is not under control. Bullshit. You know who would never
and,
have COVID in while going to schools and private tuitions? The
oh.
UP Miss India girl.
Oh man.
She
Okay, I
had
hate being a
protection from
bummer.
all sides, man. She had like such a good life.
Dude, I'm really interested in this woman and not in a sexual way.
Oh
I
my
hope
god,
she has like,
I'm
dude,
just sitting over here. I'm sitting over here. I can, first of all, you start the show and you be like indirectly, oh, you're ugly and I am ugly, so we are with each other. And then you have the audacity to be like, I'm just making it clear that I'm not interested. But you keep telling and talking about her continuously. Oh wow. And
I
by
think
the
it's
way,
time for me
guys,
to come
it's
off as
12th,
transgender.
12th of February.
Dude, why are you saying these things in front of Roy? Everyone knows he's single.
Oh, guys, if you're interested in Roy and if you're interested in the voice and if you find it very seductive, Roy, can you say something in seduction? Can you say
Say
something?
something seductive, Roy.
Seduction. Okay,
Yeah.
check this out. If I had a garden, I would put your tulips next to my tulips.
Ooh.
Ooh!
So if you want to be the tulip in his garden, do write to us. We will share his email ID. And Shelly, why don't you tell them where to write to us?
Roy, if you're starting a garden, I'm sure you'll get plenty of hoes.
That's it.
You can write to us at bunnypoopod at gmail.com. That's BUNNYPOOPOD at gmail.com. So, who's got the next story?
Why don't you go?
Okay, I got an interesting one. Okay, so I'm gonna read it out in parts, and let's see what reaction I get from you. Check this out. In Georgia, a substitute teacher was arrested for child molestation. Okay, I'm gonna start dropping more and more from the story to you. Okay, they started child molestation teacher, whatever, Georgia. Now check this out. A substitute teacher in Georgia was arrested last week for dozens of counts of child molestation. According to the sheriff, the substitute teacher at some elementary school. Okay, it's getting worse and worse by the second. The substitute teacher, it's an elementary school, so it's like literally little kids, was charged with 19 counts of child molestation. There are 19 elementary school kids in this class. Engaged, and the teacher was engaged in indecent and immoral acts in the presence of school children. And by indecent and immoral acts, they mean that, and this is what actually happened while the class was, while the class was doing whatever the class was doing, this teacher was jacking off under the table.
I,
Oh my. Like 2 minutes of silence for this.
2 minutes of silence for Mukesh as well, but I'm gonna edit that silence out.
But dude, really?
pedophiles are the worst, man. Like they're the worst out of all of the worst people in the world.
So,
Ooh,
so I have been studying a little bit of human anthropology, and I have read about why there is a need of men to be sexually attracted to opposite gender, but I have never, like, anthropology never speaks about men getting attracted to kids in a sexual context and what is the psyche behind it. So if you talk about like an evolutionary curve, right? In
Right.
that there is no concept of a grown man getting sexually attracted to a kid, because it doesn't serve any purpose.
Yeah.
Not can
It
he
doesn't
transfer
exactly.
his genes, not can he, do anything. Like, it's not like for him to collab with the kid, he'll be sharing his food, which is not good for him. He'll be having to protect that kid, which isn't good for him. And he cannot transfer the genes to a kid, because that's a kid, and probably a kid isn't functional for a very long time. So when you talk about evolutionary
Um,
curve, it has no damn use. So when such people come
Funny.
into existence, yeah.
I mean, so your entire point is that pedophilia doesn't make sense because you can't have kids with a child. Have you ever heard of gay people? What do you feel
Yeah.
about gay people, buddy? Where's the evolutionary advantage in that situation?
I
Let
I
me add this.
I
Have you heard of
I
trans people?
have you heard of?
Trans people.
I'll tell you the evolutionary advantage of gay people. Okay, now two gays, say two males, if you take, right, they
Mhm.
have advantage because first of all they're males, so they're strong. Okay, so both can protect each other. They don't have to think about.
They're gay guys. I mean, how strong are they?
Gay equals strong man. Out there.
But that's the thing. I mean, their gays have existed like long back. If you go down from history, you will see there's so many examples where gay people have been there. Like, there's
Forget
so many
history, go to
suggestions.
mythology,
Exactly.
Ramayan.
Exactly. So transgenders and gays have been prevalent before also, but this pedophilia, I haven't really
You
heard
can
of it.
find pedophilia in history too.
Now don't
Definitely.
say that, oh, your own
So,
grandma was married at 9 when she was 9 year old.
No, no, not that kind of shit. I mean, like way, way back in history.
Is
okay,
it?
so I got something to add here, which is going to be slightly controversial. So, has anyone seen Nymphomaniac?
Yeah.
I've seen the important bits, like the most valuable bits.
Yeah, you've seen the interesting part. Okay, so in Nymphomaniac, the same thing happens. Basically, the main character, she comes across a pedophile, and she sympathizes with him. Okay, and her logic is that no one can choose who they will be sexually attracted to. Listen to me before you get all mad and start. No one
Okay,
can
okay.
choose who you will be sexually attracted. If you're a guy, you're attracted to another guy. Like, it's just your nature. You didn't choose to be like that. It's just something you have to deal with. Now, fortunately, we understand that being gay is not wrong in the society, so we're up for it. With pedophiles, the thing is that if that sexual attraction is natural, is just how you were made, and you can't do anything about it, then you happen to be in an extremely difficult conundrum, because now there's no ambiguity here, right? Pedophilia is wrong. It's not like fucking a guy up the ass. That's fine, do it all day, no one cares. But you come near a kid, that's just this horrifying, right? And the pedophile himself must be at some level aware of this, right? So her point in the movie was that for a pedophile to resist his urges his entire life, to feel bad about how and who he is, must be really difficult. So dude, if you are attracted to kids and you do absolutely nothing about it, you have the decency to resist that urge, and continue to live like a sexless kind of a life. It is, dude, as long as you're not hurting anyone directly or indirectly, because even if you watch like that kind of pornographic material, someone's producing it, creating a market. So if you completely resist that urge just on the basis of your moral compass, so that's actually, that's respectable, because you've done nothing wrong, right?
Yeah.
Right, and petite girls exist too.
What exists too?
Oh, that French movie.
No, not the French movie. Like I'm saying, petite girls exist too. They almost look like
Petite girls. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's a substitute for. Oh my god.
No, it's not. Actually, again, shit, dude, I hate being a. Yeah, my God.
Oh my god, I'm like, petite girl. I'm like, it's me. And then look who is
Oh no.
defending. Look who is defending and giving an explanation about.
BunnyPooPod, the only official podcast for pedophilia. Okay, but here's a little bit more of the news before I hear from you and I stop taking all of the airtime. Here's just a slight more bit of detail about the substitute teacher. It's a female. The teacher was a woman. Her name is Amelia. What do you
Oh
want to say now?
no!
Oh my god, I'm gonna get burned
Yeah.
now.
What's your perspective now? Say it.
uh, I mean, I condemned it. I totally condemned it, and
Hmm?
Yeah, no shit. Say something.
like evolutionary curve doesn't allow women also to do this. But uh, what do I say? I mean, women, when they do such things, they actually don't come into the radar. And for her to come into the radar, it means she's a very dumb woman. Because a lot of women do this, like what men do, pedophilia. They engage in pedophilia, pedophilic acts, and they don't come into the radar because
That's fucking true.
it
That's
because
absolutely fucking true. Women always get away with pedophilic acts. They always do.
yeah, because it comes as like, oh, I was just nurturing, or I was just taking care, or like because women, they say that motherly instinct and all. So in the name of motherly instinct, they kind of hide it around. And the fact that she got caught, it's so stupid and dumb of her. It just makes me feel pity because she's a very dumb criminal. And it's not like I feel for her or anything, but she's a very dumb criminal.
But like, how did she get caught? Like, what exactly happened? So there's 17 kids and they saw her, doing whatever she was doing under the table. How did they report to the, like, what did he even say? What did they see the teacher do?
She was screaming
Roy,
weird, making weird sounds, and they got scared of it.
who knows what she was doing? Roy, what do you feel about this now?
We live in a society, so of course women get away with this more often than not, and they definitely have to be dumb to get caught. Um, I mean, it's not right whether it's a guy or it's a woman. I have to say, it's not right to abuse kids. Like, acha, what would you what's your opinion if the kid willfully goes along with an adult?
Still rape is statutory rape. The kid can't willfully, kid would
No,
like
no.
go along
So,
willfully with
so
anything.
Shelly, what he's
It's a
trying to
kid.
understand is what is your opinion and not what is the law.
Yeah, what if
Yeah,
the kid, say
So,
a
if a
16 or
16-year
17
old,
year old,
yeah, goes
yeah,
around with
like
25-year-old, what do you feel about that?
wait, why are you asking me? Why
Because
am
we
I
have
under the podcast?
established a petite connection with
Oh
you.
my
So,
god.
I'm just exploring all the options.
yeah. By the way, guys, if you're talking about age and pedophilia and all that, I am way, way older than Shelly Kachwa. So,
Yeah, she just sounds like a child, but she's not, believe me.
Oh my God. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, so,
So, yeah.
dude, answer what? Will it be right in your eyes if, like, say, 16, 17-year-old girl goes out with a
See,
25-year?
now, okay, fine. Now, see, again, the stupidity here is like if you're 16, okay, you're sexually mature, you're not an idiot. Like 16-year-old kids are not really kids, they understand shit, right?
Hmm.
And, they're not like so oblivious to everything. So when you say that a 17-year-old gives consent, the 17-year-old actually gives consent. So, dude, I think morally, it's not a morally, I think it's a gray area because it's not like one day before your 17th birthday, you were like a complete jackass, and the moment you have your 18th birthday, now you understand everything about the world. So, dude, I think I'm just gonna stay with the law on this one because if the law is there for some
What's
reason.
funny is that if and what's funny and what's unfair is that if a girl, 16-year-old girl, willingly does it, okay,
Mhm.
and or a guy willingly does it with an older woman, okay, so then the guy or the girl doesn't get doesn't get charged. Rather, the older person gets charged even though they have the consent. Why is that? So then what about the laws, what about the morals? And because when you talk about pedophilia, we always think about like uh, up to 12 or 13 years old, but it does include up to 18 years of age, right?
Right.
Yeah,
Roy,
think
what do
about it
you
like
feel about
this.
this? Yeah.
Yeah, like think I've
Everyone's
been
like
thinking
throwing
like
the question on each other.
yeah. Like imagine a 17-year-old and a say 25-year-old had sex with full consent, okay, and then like say a few weeks down the line they had a fight. Then the younger one can go to the police and say the older one
Raped me.
assaulted me. Yeah,
Yeah.
assaulted me, and he should be arrested for pedophilia. So
Right.
like they can take revenge anytime on the older person
Yeah, and you
by
managed to pretty well
help of the law.
answer a question with a question instead of telling the answer to the question. And then your mind will get more fucked with this question that I have in my mind. Okay, hear it out. So suppose there's a person, okay, there's a old, okay, whatever. We know that 80-year-old, they go around with 19 year olds, like they are called sugar babies, sugar daddies, right? So when she is 19 and the guy is 18 and the man is 18, it's totally fair, right? But when she is 2 and the guy is 20, it's not fair. So where does logic stand here? So it's very
Bunny, all
Wait,
I
wait,
know,
wait.
see,
yeah.
wait. Let me just say
Yeah.
one thing. All I know is that you know who never got molested in school? The model from UP.
Of
Where does
course.
she come from? Like
He
that
never
was.
went to school. No. Yeah, Roy, please continue.
What was that thing? Oh yeah, like if a 17-year-old has sex with a 19-year-old, would you consider that pedophilia?
They do that. They do that. It happens all the time.
Fuck, dude. I remember in
What's the
Transformers,
logic?
they like in Transformers, Revenge of the Fallen or something. The Mark Wahlberg wala Transformers. They actually there's a line in the movie where they confirm that's not pedophilia if they've known each other for a couple of years.
What? That doesn't make any
Yeah.
sense.
So
I mean, like
I
all
don't
the
know. It's just
uncles in the
stupidity.
family know already
Okay, so
this.
I think the basic concept about pedophilia is nothing but the fact that if you're doing with somebody and you're hurting that person in the sense that person is having a physical damage because of it, which happens in case of children, then it is pedophilia, right? And so when you're 17 and you're having a consent, and you're not hurting that person and the person wants to do it, well and good, it's not pedophilia. End of discussion.
You know
Okay,
what?
so
Just don't
pedophilia
fuck kids. End of
is
discussion.
yeah, like
Don't fuck
pedophilia
kids. That's
basically
it.
is when there's trauma attached to it,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So can I agree on that?
Yeah, fine. But legally, 18 or whatever. Like, have you seen 18-year-old kids? They're kids, dude. They're kids. They're literally, dude, when you were 18, you didn't feel like a kid, but believe me, you were a fucking kid. Just meet an 18-year-old. Just stupid fucking kids, dude. They're in no position to, like, bloody vote or have sex or any of these things.
But yet
Disgraceful.
they're doing all of that. So
I mean, not me. Anyway, let's go to the next
what,
news.
what are you saying? You aren't 18, you dumbass. Okay, so we have talked so much about pedophilia and rape that we had to get another rape story from my side. And
I know.
this is
Okay.
interesting. This is interesting. Hear me
Yes,
out.
interesting, Ray. Please go ahead.
What's interesting is not the rape, but what really happened after. So, this story follows that rape accused kills his own sister to frame the victim's family in UP. Like, if you've noticed, all these bizarre
Wow.
stories happen all in Uttar Pradesh. Like, what is happening in UP? Like, क्या खाते हो तुम लोग यूपी
UP,
के?
the California of India.
Like,
क्या
imagine
खाते
you're like
गुटखा?
killing your own sister so that you can frame the victim family. नहीं, मैंने इसको आज किया है, but I have to frame them, so I'll kill my own sister and tell that they have killed my sister. Wow, what is this?
Okay. Roy?
How old was this man?
He was a 22-year-old man. So I will
Uh,
read further. He's accused of gang raping a Dalit girl, okay, along with his cousin, and for killing his own sister in order to frame the girl's family. So the man took the
Uh,
sister, who was working in a private firm in Noida, in his car to an empty plot and then smashed her head with a brick and strangled her to death. Man, very
That's
graphic.
literally overkill.
Yeah.
That that's horrific, man. Like horrible. Like how can you kill your own sister? Like I understand if they kill a mutual friend or something. Like
I thought you were just gonna say I understand if you have a feeling of killing your own brother because I also experienced it. Yeah,
But
like
I don't understand one thing. This guy and is, I just don't understand one thing. So this guy, first of all, goes and rapes someone. Then
yeah.
he thinks, oh my God, I just raped someone. What a terrible man I am. I might go to jail for this. This is bad. How do I fix this? Let's murder someone and see what happens.
Let's murder my sister.
logic.
Idiot. Dude, like, I mean, ah, where do these people come from? UP.
UP, UP, UP. जरूरी
I
है
don't think they go.
UP. The people come from UP. Any dumb person in India is from UP.
Oh,
Hi Yogi Adityanath, if you're listening to us, we didn't mean to say you are from UP or anything. Please.
He is from UP, though.
No, excluding him, we are very clear that anyone who is a threat to our life, uh, we really love them and we
Oh
agree
yeah,
totally.
Roy. Let me tell you, what Bunny's talking about is a general policy at BunnyPooPod that if you are
yeah.
someone who can potentially harm or kill us, let me just be clear. We agree with you, and we are totally on your side. So if there's ever question of, oh, who do you support more, this person or that person, we support whoever is going to kill us if we don't support him. We're very
Uh,
pro-fascist.
yeah. Okay.
So Roy, do
I
you
mean, it's
have
your
an article for
podcast.
us?
It's your rules.
Not our country though. Roy, do you have an article for us?
Yeah. Hang on. Yeah, this article is from Miss and we're talking about this, who's been in the news recently. NGO accuses Rihanna's brand of employing child labor in Jharkhand.
Rihanna!
uh,
Yeah,
what what
Where?
Rihanna's
what
brand.
Jharkhand?
what was she saying the other day? Ki, farmers and justice and what
What?
can somebody
Whatever
remind
was
me?
written in her toolkit, basically she was just typing it out.
What the fuck, dude? Like literally a few days ago, Beyonce, it was found that Beyonce's brand uses sweatshops in Vietnam. Rihanna's brand is using fucking sweatshops in Jharkhand.
And she had the audacity to lecture us on what is right and what is wrong when she clearly isn't doing the very right thing. So
That's
Miss
You
fucking
know,
Rihanna,
what's funny? All this come are actually feminist icons in the West.
ah, dude, the hypocrisy is dizzying over here. So I guess when she was singing work, 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 there were probably
Yeah,
like kids in front of her.
probably those
they
that
probably played
inspired her.
the work in Jharkhand.
Manufacture my umbrella. Dude, I can make a lot of these actually. You guys keep the discussion going. I'll think of more Rihanna song puns.
So, what do you think? Um,
Bunny.
Oh.
Bunny. Yeah,
Yeah, I think that
right.
she's such a. I mean, I think like she should go back to Drake because I think he was the only one who was able to handle her. Other than that, she's just all over the place.
What?
Yeah,
Who
because
cares who she in a relationship with? No one cares.
no one cares, and why does she has to come around and keep telling us, oh, what is right or what is wrong when she clearly isn't doing the very right thing?
Yeah, wahi to. The hypocrisy. Yeah, you know about the toolkit incident, right? Recently,
So what happened?
that happened. Like a toolkit was leaked, which was given by some people who were conducting the farmers' protest, and then Greta Thunberg, right, the
Yeah,
famous
yeah,
climate activist.
yeah.
She posted the entire toolkit, which was basically guidelines on what to post about the farmers' protest. She
Hmm.
posted the whole toolkit on her Twitter account,
Such an idiot. And she
and
removed
it
it
had
also, right? Immediately, as far as I remember.
yeah, but people already downloaded it, and it had names of everyone like Rihanna and Greta Thunberg's name and many other news handles name on Twitter who were supposed to like post their
Y-
what is the
Like
opinion regarding the farmers'
exactly.
opinion.
So Exactly. So basically, what they were doing is they're like just jumping on the bandwagon, and even they had a toolkit. Ki, oh, we are going to write this many tweets, and this is the way the tweet has to be written, and this is just a publicity stunt.
Exactly.
This is just a publicity
Everything's
stunt.
written for them. They just have to copy paste it probably.
True.
Dude, I swear. And also about Greta Thunberg, dude, who the fuck wants to get lectured by a child? I don't care if she's right or wrong. Dude, even if
She
she's
isn't
right,
a child. Okay, she's 18
dude,
now.
I don't want to get. Yeah, oh, no pedophilia there.
Oh. Acha. Yeah,
So
man.
I've.
Greta Thunberg. People like Greta Thunberg. And there was one Asian Greta Thunberg, right?
Oh
Some
my
Malala or
god.
something.
Oh
What?
yeah, Malana. What's up with her? She went to school, right? Then she
Yeah,
went
I
to
don't know.
Oxford.
She
But
just won a Peace Prize and did some TV shows, and right now she's
yeah, these people will be the future icons of feminism.
So here are some Rihanna songs rewritten. Don't stop the music is now don't stop the labor. We found love is we found child labor, and bitch better have my money is still bitch better have my money. So what do we do now?
I think that's a pretty good episode that we covered from
I
some
think
child
this
labor.
has definitely been the longest session ever.
Yeah. So, dude, I guess first of all, thanks to Roy
Mr.
for joining us,
Roy.
Mr. Roy,
Mr. Roy.
for
Mr.
joining us in this
Thank you.
episode, dude. It was a blast having you here. And I guess that concludes the seventh episode. You can write to us at BunnyPooPod at gmail.com. Guys, any last words?
Guys, be
Dude,
back
what about
tomorrow for more episodes. And yes, Mr. Roy, what do you want to say to our listeners?
the thing you said in your last episode about people's access to write to you and you would
Oh,
bash them? Remember?
yeah. We
We
Oh,
forgot
totally.
yeah, yeah,
about that.
yeah. We did. We'll trash your ex. Yeah, yeah.
We would
Who
trash
do you
your
want trash?
ex. Give us the name.
Yeah, just remind the people about that.
Oh, right. Valentine's is coming. So if you
Yeah.
want us to say shit about your ex on our podcast, you can absolutely just write to us at bunnypoopod at gmail.com. We will abuse her, we will degrade her, and
What?
we'll
Why
probably
is it
make some
her?
fun
Her. We will degrade him. We will abuse him.
or
We
him.
will go to his Instagram account and tag him, and we will shame him. So, guys, thank you so much for listening to us. Do tune in tomorrow to listen to the eighth episode with more exciting news. So, that's a wrap from our side. Bye, guys.